Welcome back to Driven. Well, our next athlete has spent a whole lot of time here in the gym, and it's obviously paid off. At the young age of 28 years old, she has a gold medal from Vancouver as well as a world record already under her belt. In Sochi, she is hoping to repeat her success from the 2010 Olympics. This is speed skater Christine Nesbitt.
I got into speed skating when I was 12. I used to play hockey. I was never really a great stick handler, but I always loved to skate, and I was also into power skating, and my parents found out there was a short track speed skating club in London, Ontario, and that's where I grew up. So when I was in grade 7, I gave it a shot, and it was a natural fit for me. For me, I find that I take a lot more ownership of what I do because there's nobody that I can blame. There are no excuses that I can make, which in some ways can make it harder because I'm in control of everything that happens in my race. I love that challenge of being on the ice all by myself. It's really scary sometimes, and I get very nervous, but I like it. I like it a lot. My Olympic gold medal and my world record were really different feelings. My Olympic gold medal was it was a confusing time for me because I was really nervous for that race, too nervous in fact, and so it really negatively affected me. I felt really rushed in my race and panicky, and I came across the line and I stumbled across the line, and I was not the last person to race. There's still a race after me, so I was like, oh, I don't think this time's gonna hold up. I was really unhappy with my race and thinking that I was gonna do at best like a bronze medal. And then the last race went and neither of the girls beat me. And then I was like, I had a bad race, but I won a gold medal. Standing on that gold medal podium, I was just in shock, kind of. I didn't know what to think, what to do. I felt like kind of just frozen there, but I was just like, I remember saying, this is crazy, and my parents couldn't hear what I was saying. They were watching, but they could read on my lips that I had said that, because it was just so loud, and yeah, I was like shell-shocked. I couldn't believe kind of the environment, how crazy the crowd was. What I had accomplished just a couple hours before that, and I was just like,
Probably can't even put it in words.
I can't put it in words. I can't at all. In general, I would say that Vancouver wasn't very fun, and you know, we don't go there to have fun necessarily. You go there to perform, but you don't want to hate it. You know, like there should still be enjoyment to this pinnacle performance, and that's what I've been working on, and I'm excited about it because I think I'm in a really good place, and I'm a much different person than I was 4 years ago, and I think that's a good thing.
Well, luckily for our athletes today, there's an organization called Own the Podium. It supports athletes while prioritizing the effort to deliver more Olympic and Paralympic medals to Canada. Who better to explain what it takes to get to the Olympics than a CEO of OTP who is also an Olympian herself?
Own the Podium and its partner organizations are really trying to make sure that every podium potential athlete has access to the world's best coaches. So first and foremost, that's what matters the most. Secondly, the daily training environment and competition environment are really key pieces to podium success. And finally, all of our athletes are surrounded by, you know, the world's best sport med and sport science practitioners, massage therapists, mental performance consultants. So all the important members of the team that really help an athlete to go from perhaps being top 8 in the world to actually being on the podium.
Own the Podium obviously is a government organization, and they have helped fund a lot of Bobsleigh Canada's programs for the past couple years, which is awesome. We've lost some of our major sponsors after the 2010 games, and without Own the Podium, our team wouldn't be where they're at today. So.
Every athlete, be they male or female, when they win a medal at the Olympic and Paralympic Games, they're a whole new generation of heroes. They're role models that can come back and inspire our nation. We saw that in Vancouver. We're a different country now than we were going into the Vancouver Games. The same thing will happen in Sochi. The same thing happened in London.
It's more normal for women to be in sport and participating. And I remember my mom saying lots of girls didn't do sports when she was growing up. It wasn't normal. And I feel like it's becoming more normal, and that's awesome. I think we need to have women be active, and sports has taught me so much in life that I'm really happy to see women on billboards and that whole side of things, the awareness that kids can know that you can do this. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, you can do whatever you want to do.
Certainly Canada's athletes, be they male or female, are highly regarded across Canada. Canada is a nation that's been a world leader in providing opportunities for female athletes, and we have many female athletes that are winning medals in both the Olympic and Paralympic Games, and that's a testament to the social policy that Canada has adopted at all levels of government and the important sport organizations.
Still to come on Driven, we check in with gold medal netminder Shannon Zabados. Stay with us.
I'm just a hockey player out there, just maybe had a little longer ponytail than the guys out there.
Well, Shannon Zabados has found success at many different levels, both male and female hockey. In 2010, she backstopped Canada to an Olympic gold medal in Vancouver, and now 4 years later, she's hoping to continue that winning tradition.
Shannon Zabados, goaltender for the Canadian Women's Olympic Hockey Team. I was the first female to compete in the Max Midget Tournament. I was the first female to play in the Western Hockey League. First female to win the top goaltender award in the Alberta Junior Hockey League. It's kind of neat, but at the same time, especially when I was growing up, I don't know that I put too much thought into it, right? I'm just a hockey player out there, just maybe had a little longer ponytail than the guys out there. I think it's getting better over the years. I think the walls are slowly being broken down, and the gender barrier is becoming less of an issue, and hopefully in the years to come it'll become a non-issue, and we'll see a lot of females playing the game of hockey. Well, I didn't really have somebody to look up to. The female game wasn't as televised as it was, as covered as it is now. So yeah, looking back on it, it's kind of cool that I could hopefully be one of those players that those girls nowadays can look up to. First thing going through my mind was, well, when there was about 1 second left, the American player was winding up to take a shot, and Wickenheiser was like barreling down on me, already celebrating. So my thought was to stop the puck. And then once the buzzer went, I don't know that I had any thoughts in my head. It was just mayhem with everyone coming off the bench. I think now I'm a little more experienced. I've been through it all. I kind of know what to expect. My game has matured a little. I don't think I'm quite as scrambly as I was 4 years ago, and I think just the experience over the last few years has helped me grow as a player and a person. What am I most looking forward to in Sochi? Probably just the atmosphere, see what it's like, be around all the other athletes. I think in Vancouver that was one of the coolest things, was to be in the same building and the same area as different athletes from all different countries and all different sports. I'm Shannon Zabados, and in my mind, hockey's hockey. All that matters is stopping the puck.
Well, compared to many of our featured athletes, the Olympic dream started much later in life for bobsleigh pilot Jenny Cacchetti. But now, after 7 years in her sport, she's poised and ready to drive into a top place finish in Sochi.
I was a sprinter in university, and I went to University of Alberta for 3 years and University of Hawaii for 1. And yeah, it's sort of a perfect transition into bobsleigh. So I'm obviously fast enough, and then I was big, so I'm pretty strong, and you can work on getting stronger. As a kid, you always think the Olympics sounds really cool, but if you're doing track and field growing up, it wasn't a realistic goal, the Olympics, so it wasn't really in my head. And I wasn't planning on continuing doing a sport at a high level after university, but when I got recruited to bobsleigh, I still wasn't that into it. And then after a year or two in the sport, you realize it's entirely possible and that it'd be a super cool thing to do. So. When you're driving a bobsleigh and it only takes about a minute, especially as a pilot, I guess now, you're thinking about how to drive and how to get the most clean lines, and you don't want to hit the walls, and you want to be where your coaches have told you to be when you're walking the track and training and thinking about it all. So hopefully nothing else is going through your mind except how to get down as best as you can, you know? How fast can you push and how well can you drive is what my old coach used to tell us, that all we needed to think about. It's a hard thing to answer about expectations, because most athletes will tell you they want to win a medal, and obviously that is my goal as well. To represent your country and win a medal would be amazing. I have yet to win a medal in the World Cup, so these are high expectations, but I think totally possible. I came 6th there last year, so my sights are set high. Never would have considered myself an adrenaline junkie, actually, but now that I've been bobsledding, I think I must be, because this doesn't seem like a normal thing to want to do. If I could describe my life in one word, it would be really exciting.
Well, thanks so much for joining us for Driven in Pursuit of the Podium. I'm Erin Strait, and on behalf of everyone at Shaw, we want to wish all our Canadian athletes good luck in Sochi.